Seton Hall and NC State. Seton Hall loves to get out.
And underway with NC State controlling the Will Wade last year at McNeese State, one of the many transfers. Williams the lob and a beautifully executed play. This guy with the ball, Adam Bud Clark, is really the engine for this Seton Hall team. A transfer from Merrimack. A.J. Staten
on every possession.
And as Jay mentioned earlier, that was a real focal point for Will Wade yesterday. He said they've had 2 low turnover games, 2 high turnover games
to really get their offense going.
Boy, Copeland with a full head of steam puts the brakes on and draws the foul.
To take away vision so that pass can't be delivered.
See this year, and again with the transfer portal, you can change the look of your team quickly. Williams has hit 1, Williams has hit 2. But whether you put a big or a guard on him.
Well, he'll post a guard.
Yeah, post a guard, can get around to big, and including upset wins over Purdue and Kentucky.
I asked the coaches at an event, Ben Lubin, good job getting to memorabilia if you can only say one thing. And Shaheen said the McDonald's All-America MVP, which he got over Kobe Bryant.
Pretty good.
That's pretty. Yeah, that was a low percentage look fading away.
Here's a high percentage look from 3, and Mike Fisher, playing for his 4th school in as many years, gets his own miss and lays it back in.
Nobody laid a bot. As a result, the Wolfpack have taken some questionable shots that have not been high percentage. That's a difficult pass. NC State's going to catch
him, and Wade told us yesterday, very mature, composed for a freshman. A block from behind by Staten McCray.
Najai Hines made a big difference there. Great cut.
And a great find. It's Fisher to Staten McCray, and it's Seton Hall with a 10.
Passing out, essentially, of those double teams.
The Wolfpack undefeated on the season at 4-0, including wins over UAB. Tipped away by Copeland, and he's got it. And a great job by McGee.
The year, all league, averaged 20 a game. Good fake.
Staten McCray, too strong on the 3. Hines through Copeland. Lubin giving up some size on the block, playing against Hines. Corner 3. He played at NC State last year, now playing against him. Fisher for 3. And it's over the top of the backboard. Reed can't get by Simpkins.
A lot of dribbling, need to get reversals.
Tough shot. And there's a Sanye into the game, number 13, a freshman from Gambia who played professionally
all the way to the rim.
Boy, the kick, able to fake, able to 3.
And the fake was the key. So slips could be available.
The Pirates started 4 for 6 from 3, 0 for their last 5 though. And Hines,
just a smart point guard that can really score. Just had 25 points in their game against VCU.
They've got a number of transfers from winning programs. Off the knee of Holloman into the backcourt. And Will Wade doesn't know why Holloman gave up on the play.
And either, he's had the flu. He didn't actually fly out with the NC State team. He came separately with Boo Corrigan, the AD.
And the lead now for the Wolf. And what happened the last trip down was a goaltending call and a bucket for the Pirates. And nobody on the weak side of the glass on last year. Staten McCray spins into the paint, splits a pair, and it'll go. NC State, and immediately, just some poor communication on the passing. They turn it over, and Najai Hines with a weak side. Houston dealing with a bit of an Achilles issue. Has missed the last 2 games. What an up and under and finish for Trey Holloman. Other schools, when you look at the likes of Holloman and Williams and Lubin and Copeland, those are 4 guys who have played a lot of college basketball in their last game. A win over VCU.
Wearing headbands. Didn't Cassius Winston used to wear a headband?
He did, yeah. You never wore a headband.
Yeah, I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
Back when I had a barber.
Good idea, but an errant pass. You'll see that a lot during the college basketball season. Abel forces it up. And the reason now that they are in different conferences. I know you're as happy as I am. Arizona playing UCLA. That game's already happened, and we've got 3
now from NC State. The corners are going to be open, especially if Hines can screen.
And a lob over the top. Fisher is Pirates. McNeil, nice little bounce pass. Lubin is fouled.
Boy, that
Back on the Wolfpack. Kind of an empty trip right there for the Pirates.
yeah, it was not a good trip at all. Didn't move the defense.
McNeil squares his feet, rises up, and
That Bud Clark in the game for Seton Hall, that reduces their penetrating ability.
Fisher trying. And Hines has played big minutes because Payne went to the bench early with 2 fouls. Shot clock running down again. They get it off and convert.
Boy, what a beauty. And he's shooting 60% from the field and from 3 on this young season.
Those are his first 2 points of this one. Mike Williams with a good cut and an easy finish. Copeland. Again, the little bounce pass into Lubin and a chance for another. There's going to be a lot of squawking this year. It'll be fun.
It'll be really fun.
Parker, and somebody missed an assignment. Of all the people to lose, how do you... Abel driving Hines, soft off the window and in.
He got this not over help.
There's the penetration. Hines switches to the left and banks it home. 10 seconds in the half. Led throughout by Seton Hall. Lubin with the pass fake and the easy pass. 3s missed its last 7.
1-3-1 to start out the second half for NC State. And
we'll play the winner of that one in a semifinal tomorrow.
good help on Darian Williams.
Quadir Copeland can't.
And Seton Hall that has started out this second half more aggressive.
6 quick points in the first minute of the second half.
Concerted effort to get the ball into the paint.
Whether it's by dribble or by pass.
Yes.
Tough catch in traffic, and Lubin
has played this year.
He's got a game-high 14, and Jay, this is the
playing harder than NC State.
NC State needs to see the ball go through the basket, and they will right there on the putback by 21 a game. He is a sensational player.
Right now, you're not seeing NC State go past the three-point line, and they're going to do everything to protect the paint and see if Seton Hall can make shots over him.
Clark dribbled it off his foot, has gone to the bench, and is getting some medical attention right now at the end of the bench. Something to monitor, because he's been as big a level of competition generally as they will see later, although they beat UAB and VCU and so on. But third
for a reason. And I've been really impressed with how hard Seton Hall is playing in the fast break battles. 12-2 in fast break points in favor of Seton Hall. And this is an NC State team that likes player movement and ball movement.
Contested shot blocked by A.J. State. Points up at all, although again the competition level not great before this game. Lubin working hard, another. Good show there by Lubin. Staten McCray gets a decent look. Misses the three. Traffic turned it over, got it back, kicked it out. Williams for 3. And he gets the friendly roll on the soft.
NC State could grab it.
Shot clock at 10. Clark floats it up for Payne. Blocked from behind. Lubin the shot fake. Puts it on the deck. Blocked. No, it's a foul.
At NC State to come out in the second half and hit Seton Hall with a bag of hammers to start. And it was the exact opposite game.
Then Allen Lubin at the line. He has played his whole career, Jay, at the collegiate level as an undersized. Got time. Through the legs of Hines. Now Abel. Left hand too strong. Williams the rebound. Shot clock at 5. Fisher into a lot of traffic, and that's a travel. Another block. This is the Pirates' specialty. That was Elijah Fisher. And in transition, a finish at the other end to 2 in favor of the Pirates.
Good recipe for winning.
Holloman will head to the free throw line. Wednesday, our NBA.
The Oklahoma City Thunder look like a team. I mean, they're the reigning NBA champions. They're looking like with your prime minister.
Fisher cradles it, hesitates, and hits.
Boy, how about...
And they are getting offense from a number of different players right now. Holloman again the drive. NC State having to work hard to gain ground at the offensive end. Another block by Hines.
pass?
Wide open in the corner. The three a little bit too strong for Parker, but look who's there to clean it. To 38% for the Wolfpack.
Smart to put Hines in some ball screen action.
Able, not just a shooter.
He was able. That's a bad pass.
Parker turns it over, and then is called for the foul at the other end. McNeil, the only scholarship holdover from a year ago in the NC State program. The numbers really ticked up at the end of the season for him, and he has carried that into the early part of this year.
We had 27 again.
Fisher in the post. Does not see the man behind him, but Abel couldn't get it. And
that opened up a gap for Fisher to get through.
13 now for Fisher. And a three at the other end for Jerry Dang.
Then make the defense take it away from you. But if they don't, shoot that thing, man. Don't hesitate.
AJ, we got enough to deal with. Another block. This time it's Simpkins.
What a contest.
And the finish. What a sequence there by
guard.
And now a steal. And a slam for Seton McCray. And it's all a knee-on-knee situation. Nothing too serious and could indeed be back.
Another contested jump shot for NC State. He had 13 against Fairfield. But he's got 21. That's 22 points now for AJ.
It's fine, thank you.
Good job by Elijah Fisher guarding that curl.
Nice look from Holloman into Lubin, and a chance for three.
Got to tag that roll and help Hines recover.
Just the second on Hines as Lubin completes the three.
Numbers for NC State.
Simpkins trying to get back into the play. Open in the corner, Abel for three.
Boy, when Simpkins took that,
plenty of time left for NC State to try to get back into this game. Williams got it. He's into double figure. And they have been closer here in recent minutes. Couple of big free throws for Simpkins. Bud Clark sizing up Darian Williams. Knocks it down.
Oh, good luck staying in front of that.
That's just year to year, obviously. Last year they went 7-25, 2-18 in the league. 2 years ago, as you'll remember, they had a great year, 120. NC State had it down to 9. Now it's back to 15. It's Clark, another steal, but even though they couldn't capitalize, still an impressive number. Williams at the other end knocks down the front end.
At NC State, the brother of Tim Corrigan of ESPN. And the son of the great Gene.
Fisher off to Payne for the slam.
Boy, that's what a crossover. My goodness.
Clark couldn't finish it. Payne shot clock at 2. Simpkins for 3.
Boy, that off.
It's been the Hall. Fisher swings it. Simpkins again. Weak side rebound. Payne out of bounds to the pack. Copeland cannot get his man in the air, but it makes a tough shot in spite of it, but it is the ally of the Pirates. Drives and draws a foul.
Well, he doesn't need a ball
in the game at the moment.
Building.
Kansas had a very tough year back in the day. Multiple guys having to leave the game. Williams in a while. McNeil makes it an 11-point game.
To the floor on that loose ball. They were the only one to the floor.
Clark the step back. And that you would think. Clock is at 1. Don't know if Payne sees it. He does, but doesn't get the rim, so it's back over to the pack. Deep one for Holloman, and it goes. He expected, certainly not what the fans for NC State out here in Maui expected. There are high hopes for this
big time scorer, limited to half his average in this one.
McNeil, no. And down with a rebound as they beat NC State 85-74. He's an impressive performance on a number of fronts.